You are watching SCN, keeping you in view.
I'm Larry Keat, and this is One in a Million.
We all have a story to be told. We are all different, young and old. Some are bound for glory, while others want to try. Every road is different, and there's a million stars up in the sky. One in a million. You're just one in a million. It's the story of the life and times of people all across this land.
Coming up, the music of the Johnner Brothers.
I guess when people come out to see our show, they want to see who we are and where we come from and what we do and what we're like.
Showing a little compassion for man's best friend.
It's not do this or you'll be injured or you'll be hurt. It's do this because I asked you to and I'm the boss.
And the exquisite cowboy art of Dave Elliott. Welcome to the show. Saskatchewan has produced some big names in the music industry over the years. Colin James, Joni Mitchell, and Buffy St. Marie, to name a few. The next big stars from here could be a couple of farm boys from southeast Saskatchewan.
What I see and I hear, I don't mind.
The Big Valley Jamboree in Craven is the biggest country music festival in Canada. Every summer, thousands of die-hard music fans flock to the Qu'Appelle Valley to see some of the biggest names in the industry perform. For the last 5 years, one of the most popular acts of the Jamboree has been a couple of brothers from Middale, Saskatchewan.
They're young, they're vivacious, and they're stylish, and they're on the verge of breaking it wide open. You've seen them all around the country. In the United States, they're making their mark in country music, and in Canada, they're already legends. Would you please welcome the fabulous Johnner Brothers?
Some guys have all the money, fame and fortune we all dream of. I thank the stars above me that I've got you, and that's enough. Some guys have all the love.
For Ken and Brad Johnner, playing to a big crowd at the Craven Jamboree is like coming home.
But at least I've had one that came true.
The crowd is what keeps us going, you know. And Saskatchewan, this crowd this afternoon at the Big Valley here, it's really good because it's a Saskatchewan crowd for the most part, and we know most of those people personally because we've played around this area for the last 12, 13 years. So. But with the radio recognition and television recognition that we've been getting the last few years, it's really helped across Canada and across the border as well.
On lead guitar from Middale, Saskatchewan, that's where I come from as well. He's my big brother, Mr. Ken Johnner. Kenny! My name's Brad Johnner. We're the Johnner Brothers, and you are... And you're glad to be here is what you are, that's right. Well, here's the rules. No rules. Have as much fun as you can for the next hour. Right now, the guys want to do a little picking.
Much of the Johnner Brothers' music is high-energy, hard-driving country rock that's growing in popularity across North America.
Yeah, a lot of rock stations are going country, and there's more fans. You see more people coming out to Craven here every year, and just response from people. And this younger generation that used to be rock and roll, they come out and hear a good country band now, and they're actually turning up.
The Johnners say now is a good time to be country music artists. The public is tuning into this style of music like never before.
When we were kids, we used to have a lot of different Canadian artist influences and stuff like that, and they never ever made it. These artists never ever made it across the border, and we couldn't figure out why. They were great bands and stuff. But I think it was because the country scene wasn't as happening as it is these days. Now people like Michelle Ryder crossing the border and getting big recognition, Prairie Oyster, different acts like that. And we find that Canadians can do that now. They can get on the big scale, you know.
If I needed you, I'd call you on the phone. If I needed you, I would not be alone. If I found someone who'd never do me wrong like you've done, then this change of heart wouldn't take so long.
The Johners write nearly all their own material. Being from the prairies and growing up on the farm gives them plenty of inspiration. Songs about their childhood and living in the countryside have become favorite themes of theirs. It's what their growing legion of fans seem to want.
I guess when people come out to see our show, and they want to see who we are and where we come from and what we do and what we're like, and that's part of it. I think that's part about writing, playing our own music that we've written as opposed to playing other people's stuff. They can understand a little bit more about us that way.
Yeah, we used to write songs about situations and stuff, but now that we know that people are actually listening to our songs and buying our records, we tend to write things that they want to know about us. Writing was fun for a while. We wrote songs because we enjoyed it, and all of a sudden we get people saying, "Oh, I like your tunes. Write some more." So it's like, oh, now it's in demand, so we start writing more, and it's there. They just seem to come to you. Some are work, some take longer than others, but it comes around. We enjoy writing. That's half of what this business is all about. I know how to write nice. My name. Anything else, can't read it.
The Johners have received a lot of local recognition over the years, playing mostly at bars and cabarets. In 1991, they got a big break, winning the award as the best new country group in Canada. Their next step is to sign up with a major record company to get national exposure for their latest album called Some Kind of Magic.
It's not in the stores.
See, that's the problem right now.
That's the thing. It's not in the stores. A lot of people say, you know, I've been looking for your record for all over the place and I can't find it. It's because we're not on a major label and they can't find it. They can get it through home, but not a lot of people know where that is. So.
We don't have a major distribution right now across Canada or the United States, so it's pretty tough to find them in stores. We distribute them as much as we can, you know, throughout the West, but our stuff is getting played out in the Maritimes, and it's pretty tough to get our product out there without a label.
Leader Post covers the Big Valley Jamboree.
Judging by the variety of fans who wait in line for a Johnner autograph, the brothers seem to have struck a chord with a wide range of country music lovers.
They're very down-home country people, and they're easy to talk to, and their music's got a lot of meaning, and it's good to listen to. They're very nice people.
They sing nice country soft stuff, none of this country rock.
Oh, I don't know. That sounded pretty rocky to me, some of that stuff.
No, not all of it. And they're good looking. That helps.
The music sort of makes you want to bop around and stuff, and I guess that's one of the key things, is enjoying the music. The lyrics, I mean, writing songs about my brother and I, stuff like that, people can relate to that.
Can't stop now, it's my crazy heart running out of control. Can't stop now, I'll be falling apart somewhere down the road. I might be headed for a breakdown, but I can't stop now. Walked right in.
Many of their fans believe the Johnner brothers are on the brink of making it big in the country music scene. But no matter how successful they become, Brad and Ken will always feel close to their prairie roots.
Everybody has to come from somewhere, and we're very proud to say that we come from the prairies of Saskatchewan, so that's what we try to put across in our music, and they can take it or leave it because that's who we are and that's what we play, so no different.
When we get tired, it all boils down to coming back to the farm for us. It's home. No matter how big the lights get, and we're used to actually quiet out in the country with the cattle and riding motorbikes and stuff like that. And you play for a lot of big people. It's fun. You play the big shows. But when you're tired, you turn around and you drive right back to home.
That's right.
Next, a story about a woman near the village of Pense with an enlightened approach to training dogs.
Crystal, come. Crystal, come. Come on. Hi. Sit. Good. Good.
Sue Elsbey is a professional dog trainer who preaches a kinder, more gentle method of obedience training.
The old-fashioned way of training horses was the same. We break the horse. They don't break a lot of horses anymore. Now they tend to gentle them and show them what they want. We do the same with the dogs. We don't break them. We don't, it's not do this or you'll be injured or you'll be hurt. It's do this because I asked you to and I'm the boss.
Sue has abandoned all the traditional methods of training dogs. She doesn't believe in using a choke chain, leash, or any form of physical punishment. Her approach is based on positive reinforcement.
It's better because you're not teaching the dog's body to do something. You're talking to the dog. I call this mind to mind because it's almost that good a communication. First we talk to the dog's head, and then the dog chooses to do it right or not to do it right. We're going to pretend that the bait is a magnet, and the dog is a refrigerator. We're going to try to move the refrigerator with the magnet. Now, you know, if you slap the magnet on the refrigerator and then just pull it off like that, nothing's going to happen. If you have any chance of moving this refrigerator, you have to do it very slowly so you don't break the magnet off the fridge. And if you put the magnet on the dog's nose and work slowly enough, you can move the dog anywhere you want to.
Sue has had a tremendous amount of success with her training methods. Over the years, she's discovered that behind every obedient dog is a well-trained owner.
I don't train dogs, I train people. I train people to show their dogs what they want and then show the dog how to do it and then let the dog do it.
Sue has become an expert in dog psychology. She knows how the animal thinks and understands why it's important dog owners establish themselves as the boss.
If the dog can't see you as a good, solid leader, the dog sees a big vacancy. And this is not a situation where you can have a vacancy, according to what the dog feels. So he has to move in and fill that vacancy. He has to be the boss. The boss eats what he likes. He sits where he likes. He goes to bed when he likes. He goes outside when he likes. If you sit in the boss's chair, the boss is entitled to bite you and tell you to get out. The boss eats first. If there's food on the counter, it belongs to the boss. Now, after a while, you start to think of this. You think, life with a dog would be simpler if I was the boss. Then I don't have to keep putting the food up on top of the fridge in case he jumps up on the counter. It's the boss that decides whether somebody who walks into the house is a good guy or a bad guy. It's not the underdog. All the underdog has to do is back up the boss. If I say this is a bad guy, they agree. If I say this is a good guy, they're all, hi there, fella, how are you? So the first thing we do when we're training a dog is change the dog's mind about who the boss is. Take the dog and turn it upside down. And then you say, this muzzle belongs to me. No, you're just saying good girl. Say, this muzzle belongs to me.
This muzzle belongs to me.
That's good. You're making eye contact. You're using a dominant, authoritative voice. If all you're doing is praising, then you get back into woo, okay, which is not what you want to do.
No.
It takes only 3 one-hour sessions for Sue to train the average dog and owner. She begins with the basics.
Put your hand on her chest here. Look her straight in the eye and go, uh-uh. Uh-uh.
Stay still.
Now,
Stay still.
if you smile, it's a joke. It's just a game. You're not serious. This has to be something where you feel you have children. You have a husband. When you're mad at him, do you say, now cut that out?
No.
No.
The next step is a little exercise in role-playing, where the owner becomes the dog and Sue becomes the master.
Every time, every single step you take, I'm going to be correcting you. So you try walking around a little bit, okay? Lori, come. Are you crazy? I'm talking to you, you mangy twit, and I don't ever want you to do this again. Who do you think you are anyway? Poke?
Okay.
Lori, come. Come on, baby, you can do it. Come on. Okay?
Okay.
The purpose of this performance is to show the owner the proper way of getting the dog's attention.
And your face is your best weapon. Make it really ugly. Dogs understand this. When a dog is afraid or happy, they pull their lips back and smile. When a dog is angry, he pushes the sides of his lips forward and lifts up the front of his lips so you can see his teeth. So, you know, think of a 3-year-old in a fight with his brother. I did not! Same thing. Scrunch your face up, show your teeth, and be really upset. And don't you ever, ever do that again. Who do you think you are anyway? Until you get there, give him the touch, and then turn and walk away. You walk away because that gives you a chance to get yourself all rearranged. So when you turn around, you're all happy again. Because coming to you is the best thing in the world. You don't want to turn around and say, now you get over here. Because then you're punishing the dog for even thinking about coming. When you turn around, Puppet, come on. Puppet, come. Nice happy voice, nice happy face, nice happy body language. See, coming to me is really good. It's walking away that upsets me. Puppet, come. Come on, baby. Do her.
Puppet, come right now when I call you. Don't you take off. You're a bad dog. Roll over. Listen to me. Puppet, come on. Come on.
Oh, clever.
Good girl. All right.
So are you surprised that this is working so quickly?
Yeah, very much so. She's extremely stubborn. And I have chased down many streets, calling her and saying, come on, baby, come on, come on. And she hasn't listened at all. So yes, I'm very impressed.
Of course she's
While Sue's method of training dogs is effective, it isn't widely used. Most obedience schools still rely on the old style of training, but that's changing.
It's coming, and it's coming fast. The public used to take obedience training because that's what was available. And everybody stuck together, and everybody said what their teachers had told them, which was, this is the way you do it. And now, the public is starting to come and say, I don't want to do that to my dog anymore. There's another way to do it. If you don't have to treat a dog that way, why would you do it? Oh, very nice. Stay. Ready? Fang, up.
Sue is gaining an international reputation for her work with dogs. But to her, the ultimate satisfaction comes from working with the animals and developing a special relationship with them. In one moment of inspiration several years ago, a thought came to her about that special relationship. She wrote it down and now shares it with everyone she teaches.
The luxury of dominance of the earth and the creatures on it has been thrust upon us by our sentience. In order to live within the circle of life, we must also accept the responsibilities of dominance, to ask no more of them than they can give, to leave them better off than we found them, to love and respect them for what they are, not what we can make of them, and to allow them to live and die with dignity. And once you've said that, if you can behave that way with your dogs and you can behave that way with people, what else is there?
Our next story is about a couple near Swift Current who found a way to make a living without giving up their Western lifestyle. Four years ago, Dave and Louise Elliott gave up farming to pursue the dying art of handcrafting bits and spurs and Western jewelry.
When you work hard, you get rewarded for it by getting paid. And that's, to me, hard work never hurt anybody. And I can go to the shop and work and know that I'm going to get paid for it. That really feels good.
Dave is one of only 2 people in Canada doing this type of work full-time. His creativity and attention to detail has earned him a reputation throughout North America.
Oh yeah, we get calls out of California and down in the States, different states. We do a lot of work down in the States, to Camarillo's in California, and then we also build for a barrel racer in Alberta. She's one of the top Canadian barrel racers, Dee Butterfield in Ponoka. We've taken on a line of bits for her that's been really lucrative the last 8 months. She promotes her product along with our product and works out really well.
Dave's work is so popular with horse people, he can hardly keep up to the demand. Many of his clients have to wait up to a year to get their orders filled. Over time, Dave has developed his own style and become less a craftsman and more of an artist.
I think art goes a little further, a little deeper, where there's maybe more involved than a craft. Craft is very broad. Art is where it starts to define more what you do and how you do it. I feel a craft is more of a hobby, and an art is, you can make a living with an art.
This is the first bit Dave ever made. This is an example of his latest work. He's come a long way in just 4 short years.
So, and you were self-taught?
Yeah, this is how you learn. You start like this.
Did you ever think when you made that one that you'd be making something as nice as this one?
No, never dreamt of it, but you just can't be happy with what you got. You just try harder for something better and just keep going.
Why did you want to do it in the first place?
We're getting tired of buying bits and spending the money. Like there was one quite simple bit that we'd bought, had a chain mouthpiece, so all you had to do was build the cheek piece. So I said, Louise, heck, I can build that. Like, that's no big deal. So we build it, and she'd go to rodeo and sell it. So we built another one, and then people started coming and saying, well, can you build this, or can you build that?
Earning a living while maintaining their Western lifestyle is a goal Dave and Louise have worked hard at achieving. They both share a love of horses, rodeos, and Western history. Their dream is to cash in on the public's growing fascination with the Old West.
There's so much potential with what we got here in the tourism, and I mean, just people pay for that kind of thing. We live it and don't think nothing of it, and people just die to do what we're doing. We're very fortunate that we do something and can make a living doing it, doing what we like to do. That's real important. You got to keep that in perspective when you're writing the bills out, because if you can't make it here, you got to go do something else. So.
Every item that comes out of their shop is handmade. Dave and Louise spend countless hours transforming pieces of silver, nickel, gold, and steel into intricate works of art.
The hours that go into some of our work, a lot of people say, yeah, it's nice, but they don't realize you sat there for 3 days trying to build it. Like, they have no idea that you can even build it, let alone how could you sit there for 3 days in a row and work on the same thing. But if you get involved in it and really like it, 3 days is nothing. I mean, you don't even know. The time just goes.
The long hours he's invested in his work are starting to pay dividends. This gold and silver belt buckle can easily fetch up to $600. Even when times are tough, people are still eager to buy an original Elliott. Customers can wait up to a year to get their Christmas orders filled.
We finished early last year. We finished at supper time. Christmas Eve we finished. The year before it was midnight. Christmas Eve when we finished our gift building. That's not family. Family gets done after Christmas. So.
Hey.
Every once in a while, we just, in the evening, just get out of the shop and go for a ride for a couple hours and kind of get away from everything.
Good way to unwind.
Yeah, therapy.
Dave and Louise have worked hard to achieve this lifestyle. While they're starting to reap some financial rewards, they still measure success in terms of quality of life.
As long as we can pay the bills, enjoy our life, like, what else can you ask for? I mean, that's all there is to life, and enjoy it. I mean, that's, if I was getting hungry or something, then I'd look at putting the price up. But need more money, just work a few more hours, or put in a few more hours in the shop, or work a little harder. Like, that's, I don't know, never hurt me. I enjoy it, so.
That's all the time we have. If you have any questions or comments, please write to us. The address is 1 in a Million, in care of SCN, 8th floor, Chateau Tower, 1920 Broad Street, Regina, Saskatchewan. Postal code S4P3V7. Before we go, here's a look at some of the stories you'll be seeing on 1 in a Million in the weeks ahead. Pottery. For many, it's the perfect blend of function and artistic expression. These are a few of the creations that come from the skilled hands of potter Gerald Morton.
I'm proud of what I do. It amazes me endlessly that I can take all this useful or useless material that no one pays any attention to and make something that has value and, I hope, sophistication.
If you're driving down the Trans-Canada Highway near the town of Whitewood, it's hard to miss George Chopping's brand new sign. This 40-foot-high structure has become an instant landmark in this part of the province. It's helping attract tourists to one of the most unique museums in Saskatchewan.
Come on in. Welcome to Whitewood, and welcome to Chopping's Museum and Antique Shop. Let you step right in here, this way a little bit. I'll tell you a little bit about our place. This section of the house is a 1906 section house. And what we did was sanded the floor down. It was the same color as the baseboard.
You'd be hard-pressed to find a more enthusiastic tour guide than 48-year-old George Chopping.
80% of the stuff I've collected up here in Saskatchewan, 15% in Manitoba, and 5% in Alberta.
Watch for those stories and more in the weeks to come. I'm Larry Keat. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on 1 in a Million.
You are watching SCN, the Saskatchewan Communications Network, keeping you in view.